In this video, we're going to show you one of the most crucial steps in the Rollup Helper Wizard process. It's the step 3 define summary calculation step, where you'll be selecting your child relationship upon which to base your rollup from. So this is very crucial because obviously most of your objects, not all, but most, should have one or multiple relationships on them from which you're pulling information on to aggregate. So in this example, we had selected a field on the account object, which was our target field, to store the value of closed won opportunities across all opportunities for a given account. And now we need to choose which source object that we want to roll up values from. And if you know Rollup Helper, you'll know that we have actually the capability of being able to have multiple relationships between two objects. So you may have, for example, an opportunity where you're linking to the customer in the standard lookup to account, but then you might also have a alternative lookup to another account for another organization or purpose as a secondary lookup. And so those are two separate relationships, or basically a lookup field is one relationship. And so because relationships, you might have multiple relationships between objects in Salesforce, you'll want to make sure you pick the correct child relationship. So in step 3, it's very crucial that you select the correct relationship. For this rollup, we're rolling up opportunities. And so what you'll want to do is make sure you select that relationship here. Now from this drop down, you'll actually see all the child relationships that exist for the account object. You'll see various ones here that are important to call out. One is account.parent account ID. This is the child relationship for accounts to other accounts. So even you can do rollups on the same object. We call that like a recursive rollup, or on the same object rollup, like in a hierarchy. And that's very useful and something that we like to point out always. So you can do rollups that relate objects to objects in the same table essentially, or object, or you can do them from other objects. So in this example, we're rolling up opportunity information. So I'm going to scroll down to opportunity.account ID and select that relationship. So basically anytime where we have an account specified for an opportunity, each of those opportunities that are related to that account will be processed if it meets the criteria for the rollup. So I'm going to go ahead and select opportunity at account ID. And what you'll notice then is the screen will refresh, and it will then present you with the fields that are available on the source object, in this case, fields that are on the opportunity. From here, you can actually pick the source field that you want to roll up values from. So in this case, I'm interested in the amount field on opportunity. And what you'll then see is a little preview of what actually you selected. So it's saying you have selected opportunity object, the amount field, to roll up into this target object account and into the close won opportunity total field. And so this is a nice summary to kind of snapshot as to where you are in this process. And then here is a very important step where you can actually select the type of rollup that you want. We support some concatenate maximum and minimum out of the box. Some will allow you to add up positive or negative values into a number field or currency field. Concatenate will allow you to do a concatenation of unique values across an array of child records for a given object. Maximum will pick the most recent value, or the highest value if it's a numeric field. Minimum is the same thing, just for the oldest value, or the lowest value. And so for this example, we are rolling up the opportunity amounts. We want to add up all the opportunity amounts across all opportunities that are closed won. And so I'm going to go ahead and select the sum option here. We're not going to cover how to do the filter right now, because that's more of an advanced feature that requires separate conversations and a separate page to go over. But this is just give you an idea of how you go about creating, taking the child relationship field, picking that source field, and applying the sum select type, or the rollup type, to be able to get to the calculation that you wanted to roll up on. It's also very important to note that you may not see count or average here as an option. That does not mean it's not possible with Rollup Helper. It just means that there's a little bit more work that you have to do that will be covered in other videos as to how to go about creating a count or a average. So stay tuned for those videos, but this should get you there in terms of learning how to pick a source field on a source object based on the relationship that you selected in step 3. When you're done with this process, all you have to do is click save, and you would in effect have saved your first rollup. And you can confirm that you've seen your first rollup from the rollups tab. And you can see here that we've already got that rollup here displayed in blue, so you can see the relationship field that was used that we selected, the source field of amount, what kind of rollup logic or type we have, and you can see the target object that we're going to and the field. So all that information's displayed here for you once you click save, and hopefully that gives you a great idea as to how to complete the wizard of Rollup Helper and select your source field and relationship field. And I hope this video was helpful. Please post questions on our Rollup Helper customer community portal and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.